I'm back again, you know already, this time with NBA free agency review news. I'll go over all the deals, and I'll say what I think, a quick piece. First off, well, the first two. Kevin Durant, 4 years, $164 million deal to the Brooklyn Nets, $41 million per year. And also, Kyrie Irving, 4 years, $141 million deal to the Nets, $35.25 million per. Damn, they're going big. I mean, the Nets are going big. 2020, 2021, they're going 2021, they're going to hit. 2021 is going to be a really tough year in the Eastern Conference. 2020, KD's got to recover from his Achilles, but I think 2021 is going to be a really competitive year. 2020 probably will be, but 2021, you ain't seen nothing yet. Chris Middleton, 5-year, $178 million max deal for staying with the Milwaukee Bucks. $35.6 million per with a player option. That's an overpay. I'm sorry, that's an overpay. Legit, that's an overpay. Why? Chris Middleton is not worth $35.6 million per year. He's not worth it. I'm sorry. He is not worth that much. Not worth it at all. Dumb deal. Dumb deal. Especially when Giannis is going to come to Toronto in 2021. Bad deal. Very bad deal. JJ Redick, 2 years, $26.5 million deal to the New Orleans Pelicans. $13.25 million per. That's a good deal. The Pelicans are going to get pretty stacked. They have a chance to contend. Lonzo, Redick, Josh Hart, Zion. They're going to have a good year. They're going to have a good year. I like that. Kemba Walker, 4 years, $141 million max deal to the Celtics, $35.25 million per. I like it. He's better than Kyrie. He's better than Teddy Rozier. Terry Rozier. He's better than Rozier. He's better than Kyrie. Terry Rozier, Kyrie. He's better than both. Perfect. Good deal. And he's not a locker room cancer, so that's a good one. Now, 2 more deals. Al Horford to the Philadelphia 76ers, $109 million, 4 years. I'm not going on to a calculator to see what it is per. I can't do that in my head. I suck at math. Horford contract is $97 million guaranteed and $12 million in bonuses if they win championships. Not going to happen. Why? Because you got rid of Jimmy Butler in a sign-and trade. Josh Richardson goes the other way. Jimmy Butler goes to the Miami Heat, $142 million. They're connected. Al Horford, nah, no way. No how. You're not winning championships without Jimmy Butler. Like, I thought the process was smart and you blew it. You blew it. Really? Because Ben Simmons is your only good player. You got rid of Markelle Fultz. I don't know if he's going to be anything, but I still think you should give him a chance. You should have gave him a chance. Embiid does not have a jump shot. Also, Ben Simmons doesn't really have a jump shot either. Al Horford, that's another center, power forward, stretch 4. You made a mistake. Bad deal. Harrison Barnes, 4-year, $85 million deal to the Kings, $21.25 million per. Why does the Kings overspend like this? They suck. They're horrible. They suck. They overpay. Vlade Divac, you're a horrible GM. That's not even a question. Vlade Divac, you're a horrible GM. Not even a question. Derrick Rose, 2 years, $15 million deal to the Pistons, $7.5 million per. I like this deal. Why? I still think Derrick Rose got something. I still think Derrick Rose has a good bit left in the tank. I believe in him. I like Derrick Rose. I think he has a little bit left in the tank. They should give him a chance. Jonas Valanciunas, 3-year, $45 million deal to the Memphis Grizzlies, $15 million per. I like it. Jonas is great with the Grizzlies. He's a great starting center. He's younger than Marc Gasol. I think he may be a little bit better. It's a good deal. It's a good deal for the Grizzlies. I like it. 76ers, speaking of Ben Simmons, 76ers starting extension talks with Ben Simmons. They're probably going to get that done. I believe in that. Terrence Ross, 4-year, $54 million deal to the Magic, $13.5 million per. I like it. I like it. It's pretty cheap, but it's not exuberantly high, but it's not exuberantly low. He got paid what I think was able for him to get paid. I don't think the Raptors would have paid him that much, but T. Ross, that's a good deal. I like what he does, and I think $13.5 million, maybe a little bit of an overpay, but I think it's perfect. I think that's what he would. You kind of have to overpay a little bit to take somebody like him. Garrett Temple, 2-year, $10 million deal for the Nets, $5 million per. I really don't know much about Garrett Temple. It's a cheap deal. Can't really see it backfire. Cheap deal. Can't really see it backfire. Nicolo Melli, star from the EuroLeague, going over to the New Orleans Pelicans, 2 years, $8 million, $4 million per. I like EuroLeague players. I really do. Now people are like, oh, Bargnani, you're a Raptors fan. Bargnani, Turkoglu, you really want to say that? Let's say this. I think the EuroLeague has gotten better. Look at Luka Doncic. Look at all the D-League players going over there. I think there's quality over there. Axel Toupane is another player that I think has quality over there. I've said that before, though. Yeah. I like the deal. The Pelicans are already stacked, and putting in a good role player like that, I believe in that. Al-Farouq Aminu, 3-year, $29 million deal to the Magic, $9.6 million per with a 3rd-year player option. I don't know much about him, but it's pretty cheap. I mean, why not take that? Bojan Bogdanovic, 4-year, $73 million deal to the Jazz, $18.25 million per. It's a little bit of an overpay, but maybe a small bit, but he's a good player. If you have to overpay to get his services, I wouldn't say that's bad. So, yeah. Malcolm Brogdon, 4 years, $85 million deal to the Pacers in a sign and trade, but that's a $21.25 million per, 1 first and 2 seconds to Milwaukee. 1, Milwaukee just got fleeced. 2, Brogdon for that much? Really? Oh, God. What's with the overpays today? Kings are overpaying for trash players. Bucks to Middleton, and then this? I don't like it. And then, maybe the picks would have ended up better. I know that doesn't sound right, but playing with Victor Oladipo? Yeah, the picks may have ended up better, honestly. I don't like Brogdon much. I really don't. Thomas Bryant, 3 years, $25 million to the Wizards for $8.3 million per. It's cheap. I mean, it's pretty good. If cheap is good, normally. Unless you're going for Brian Scalabrine, but yeah, cheap is good to me. If you're cheap with a player that doesn't really have that big of a name, I'll say it's pretty good. Rodney Hood, 2 years, $16 million deal to the Trailblazers, $8 million per. Cheap. I like it. Him playing together with the rest of that team, he just fits as a Trailblazer, I think. I like it. He fits as a Trailblazer. That team, I think, is built on role players, and he just fits perfectly for that. Tobias Harris, oh, here's a bad overpay. $5 million, 5 years, $180 million deal. $36 million per, and he's going to the 76ers. You get rid of Jimmy Butler and bring in Tobias Harris? Or he stays, but for that much? Oh, God. Oh, my God. Throw the whole team away. Please throw the whole team away. Please. Nerlens Noble, we don't have a number and we don't have a term, but he's going back to the Thunder. We'll get to that. The Knicks. Julius Randle, 3 years, $63 million deal, $21 million per. And they're also getting... What was it? Somebody else. I need a quick look on Twitter. Taj Gibson, there we go. Yeah, that's a bust. 2 years, 20 million, 10 million per to the Knicks. Both of them to the Knicks. Why? Looking for Kyrie and KD. Maybe even Kawhi. And Zion. And this is what you get? One time you're cheap. James Dolan, the one time he's cheap, he gets 2 trash players instead of the players he was looking for. Why are you cheap now? Why? Really? One time you're cheap, and it's for a horrible time like this. Will he ever learn? Oh, and by the way, probably that's why I traded Porzingis. I don't know what made him be cheap, but if he's turning into frickin' Scrooge McDuck, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, and by the way, here's another bad one. He didn't sign KD because he was worried about how KD would recover from an Achilles injury. Okay, James Dolan, don't think of yourself looking at KD, because if you had an Achilles tear, you probably would be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, but KD is not you. He's one of the top 5 players in the league. He could probably be back from an Achilles tear in 6 months, and I wouldn't be surprised. You? Yeah, you'd be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, but him? He'll be the same. Why are you worried? I mean, stuff like that never stopped you from throwing out money before. Carmelo! Wasn't an Achilles injury, but Carmelo was a bum by then. And he got rid of Jeremy Lin. That was stupid. For Carmelo, that was stupid. Julius Randle, we got that. DeMarre Carroll, 2 years, $13 million deal to the Spurs, $6.5 million per. I don't like it. He's trash. I don't like it. He's trash. But hey, he gets to play with DeMar DeRozan again, so, and Rudy Gay. So there's that. Well, not again, but yeah. Kristaps Porzingis. Speaking of Porzingis, 5 years, $158 million to the Mavericks, $31.6 million per. Honestly, I don't have a problem with it. I think Porzingis is going to hit his prime, and he's going to be a beast when he hits his prime. He's already a beast, but come on. Ricky Rubio. 3 years, $51 million deal. Phoenix Suns, $17 million per. I like Ricky Rubio as a point guard. I think 17 is a little bit much, but for the Suns, yeah, they're not even near the cap. That's not bad. That's not bad. Terry Rozier, 3 years, $58 million deal to the Hornets. $19.3 million per, but here's the problem. Fully guaranteed. This man is a near scrub sometimes. He's wishy-washy. Not consistent. And $19.3 million per, fully guaranteed for 3 years. I mean, it's probably one of the best point guards you could get now that you don't have Kemba, but Jesus Christ. Fully guaranteed? You sure about that? Ugh. I would have stayed with Tony Parker. For that? Ugh. Trevor Ariza, 2 years, $25 million deal. For the Kings, $12.5 million per. Again, Vlade Divac with the scrubs and the overpays. That's all I'm going to say. Trevor Ariza is trash. Scrub. Rudy Gay stays with the Spurs, 2 years, $32 million. And for $16 million per. That's a good deal. I like Rudy Gay. He's a good player. I think that's perfect. That's perfect for him. Damian Lillard, 6 years, $258 million extension for the Trailblazers, $43 million per Supermax. You're sure you ain't leaving? Okay. They better not try to rebuild, because whoever takes that in a rebuild, from a rebuild, you're going to be in cap hell. I mean, hell, the Trailblazers are probably in cap hell after that, but good player, but $43 million per? Yeah. 6 years? Ugh. The Trailblazers are one of those teams that could go up and down really damn quickly, and I could see them rebuilding, and they're not going to be able to move that, so no tanking for you. Thank God they changed the lottery system, am I right? Because that's the only thing that'll save your ass. That's the only thing that'll save your butts for that. Nikola Vucevic, 4 years, $100 million deal with the Magic, $25 million per. I think he's one of the next best centers in the game. I like Nikola Vucevic. He's pretty good. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. And then finally, George Hill, 3 years, $29 million to the Bucks for $9.6 million per. Oh my God, that's a bad deal. Why are all the Eastern teams just like imploding? Except the Raptors. They got Marc Gasol back. I think they're going to get Danny Green back. I think Kawhi's going to stay. Use the MLE, you're good. But why is every Eastern team imploding? George Hill, $9.6 million per 3 years. Stupid. Thank you for watching my Free Agent Frenzy silly season video. Probably do a Kawhi one later this week. You know what it is. Thank you for watching. Share it, subscribe, like it, comment. You know what it is. If you disagreed, I'm sure I'm going to get hammered in the comments because reasons. Tell all your friends. Free agency and silly season has started in NHL. Well, they'll start tomorrow. It's going to be some fun times. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace.